backline and peel when you have these dive DPS heroes in the game.
So maybe Jake doesn't really operate too much as a frontliner now, but just defense for the very critical targets, Linksa and Al. Jake's found two, though. I guess he went deep enough to remove Kellex. Severely of the Outlaws, but he's found little so far. Kalios' resources being stretched to the limit, but he's got himself an early graviton here, and this could hurt. Jake takes a big hit, but of course, the Valkyrie in play, giving them the healing they need for the Outlaws to hang on.
I was going to say, Bonnie, you do not have Junkrat in the game right now.
There's a graviton here for Spree. In fact, those are out of sync. Striker's fallen again. Linksa really controlling space right now with the Resurrect, but this allows Spree to come forward and remove Kalios, not even having to use it. Oh, Linksa, I spoke to him early on, he said my hands are cold. Really controlling space right now with the Resurrect, but this allows Spree to come forward and remove Kalios, not even having to use it. Oh, Linksa, I spoke to him early on, he said my hands are cold. He started warming him up, and now you can see he's blazing. Belting now. Kalios approaching second graviton of the round. Gamsu's hoping to bait some damage onto that Zarya bubble, but the Outlaws are not biting. Very patient play with mistakes again being removed from the equation. It's also aim got down and tries to go for the Transcendence, but it's not enough. Kalios used his trans to no avail. And now there's 7 seconds left. The Outlaws are killing it.
Oh, and they have to pretty much run in here. They're going to run right into a Dragon Strike. That'll be an Earth Shatter from Muma. As Boston will not even take the point. They're trying to get Kalios defect here.
I thought get extra damage. No, it forces the self-destruct here, which would mean a resuit. Spree trying to prevent Kalios from actually being able to get back in the mech here. And it works. Jake was able to find it. Now Striker down. A lot of damage missing here from the Boston Uprising. And double Transcendences here as Dragon Strike rings through. It's not enough to deal with Gamsu, though. Boston. That shield is still up here, but the Uprising, if they force back inside that little room by the post box, they can't contest. Riptire finds Banny. Gonna make sure Boston can't get there. And there it is! Map 1! Blink and you'll miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Houston go up 1-0.
To be that scout on the point. Stay alive. You can't leave the supports in the back alone. With Striker, he takes out Bonnie.
Houston are back on the point, though. They got the respawn in. It's rare to see that happen, but it's been good stagger by the remainder of the Outlaws to keep it alive. Easy as you like. Houston return and reclaim what is theirs.
Jake makes that switch.
And again! And now repair pack. No, it's too late to save Bunny. But still, Jake is there, can stun up and cause problems for Gamsu, but Striker returns. Jake is very low, no healers there to keep him alive. It's Moomer in a 1v1, he versus Striker. Coolman is actually here in all fairness, and that is going to force a recall out of Striker, who may have to wait for the Mercy to join. Now Kellex is here. It's going to be Transcendence over on the point here. That's Raucus dropping in. Mistakes can still find kills here, especially Linksa. Playing a dangerous game, but Mistakes perhaps walking its final line. Notice that Gamsu wasn't there, kind of out of position, leaving Note alone for quite some time, causing him to be desuited. Whip shot for Striker, though. Jake gets the kill he's looking for.
And look at him just kind of box Note in there.
Stays on the high ground here. Gamsu is going to walk into Jake up there. You saw him run away. Perhaps he didn't realize that that area had been claimed by Brigitte. Now, with mistakes having been removed, Linksa's death.
This is Valkyrie. They will get the DMech on a Note.
There it is. Linksa now starting to get involved in this fight. Note's mech removed, and, well, so is the sharpshooter.
And it's very difficult, though, as you see now he's going to go with an Earth Shatter, but it looked like too many players up in the sky, not able to connect with anybody on the ground. But another charge here. He's going to take out Kellex. Just got to put the shield up.
Ambitious. I respect the play. I really do. Unfortunately, though, it won't be allowed to stand. The spray is down, and the heads of the Outlaws are up. What a stage it's been already for them. And now at 2-0 in this series, they're on the precipice of going 2-0 in their first week, man. You know, just the Orisa Roadhog, just reasonable enough. Pair that though with the Farah here with Striker. I like that. Houston Outlaws though, Zarya coming in here, so that's a big point of difference between these two, and the McCree.
And just like how on King's Row, if they're going to run Zarya, you are going to run. Now you have 3 heroes who are creative, trying towards the end of the season, or maybe for a first time in the playoff.
Winter knows a prox. Oh, aim gun! Whoa! Flank himself. Mistakes. Getting hit hard, but the flash doesn't connect. Linksa follows up beautifully though. And Ango wasn't ready for this one. That's 2. He's looking.
It's like everything's like falling apart, but really you lost one game, right? I don't think Boston can allow themselves to do that. Go down the rabbit hole too deep.
Oh! Mistakes! Your health insurance has run out, mate.
He didn't mean it.
Yeah, that's an American joke, Matt. Too real.
Houston, what do you do? Do you try and switch off of this to something else? That'll be a long-range grab. Here's going to be the rocket barrage that comes down. A very effective use of ultimates there for the Boston Uprising. They have both support ults here. They're going to have Rally as well. Earth Shatter. It's what is all of this HP?
Philly play like this too, Matt. They use Carpe sort of as Widowmaker on maps on Lijiang, you know, the other day in a very aggressive fashion. And, well, obviously, picking to the Outlaws to gather around and benefit from that extra durability now, as this fight could be a long one, Matt.
Yeah, they have nothing to deal with. The Widowmaker up on the high ground. You see all the particles coming on down.
The point. This is where it gets tough, though. Gamsu charged away, but Primal Rage and a good bit of healing. He gets the job done. Strikes Muma down with a lazy flick. And now there it is, 99%. I don't see anyone from the Outlaws even remotely close, and they won't attempt to do it. The Boston Uprising keep the dream alive. And they will take this one through to map 4, still with a chance to win the series. Lynx's moves notes mech, which is super annoying now because the Uprising's ability to access the high ground is pretty shocking. At the moment, it's just Gamsu that can get there. So No kind of has to sit around like he's just waiting for something to happen, and they lose mistakes in the process. So that Diva mech actually helped a lot.
You know, we haven't seen a ton of Jake play Genji throughout the Overwatch League, but I can think back to the few times we did set.
Will begrudgingly take the kill away. Begrudgingly because he's probably feeling bad, killing Kellex so many times this year. Clarified.
Well, I mean, if you are Boston, you did get Rocket.
Because he's probably feeling bad, killing Kellex so many times this year. Clarified.
Well, I mean, if you are Boston, you did get Rockets to use Transcendence here, so even an appeal when you have these dive DPS heroes in the game.
So maybe Jake doesn't really operate too much as a frontliner now, but just defense for the very critical targets, Lynxa and Al. Jake's found two, though. I guess he went deep enough to remove Kellex. Look at how node sequencing gets completely interrupted by Jake there. Just the boots, the knockbacks, everything is Diva. It's very hard to nail.
And we're gonna have a rally come out here. For Jake, it'll be Raucus using Transcendence as well.
That's good, right? Like, I mean, you're not losing health inside the Transcendence. So
to keep everybody healed up through it. And then if the shield bash actually connects with mistakes through it, you're going to have the damage from him.
Again! Oh, Jake! Yeah! This comes in with a Transcendence just to supplement, and Jake is just going ham, swinging for the fence! Oh dear! It will be a resurrect by Kellex there, so we can actually bring mistakes back into the fray, and he survives somehow. Primal Rage here. Jake's out of position. He's being healed up by Bunny. I tell you what, that's very diligent by Bunny to keep Jake alive, and he wins out against Gamsu. Houston Outlaws has got all the right moves right now on this map, and the Boston Uprising are ground to a screeching halt here in the shuttle phase. Stunning stuff, and I mean, we were waiting on the Dragon Blade. Matt, that was what Boston were banking on. Didn't quite go the way they would have liked. But they could suffer. Now, he's holding the door.
He had a few players on the cart there for Houston. Now they start to move up when they know the spawners are coming through. Coolmat goes in, tries to break it up, not able to do so.
Pressure. Coolmat's on the point though. Batty brings Lynxa back, so now return to the fight. A movement dealt with mistakes. Now it's going to be No trying to stay alive. A self-destruct thrown down in the periphery, and Striker will now approach again. He's got to be careful. Jake taking a special sense of glee, carrying the Tracer whenever he possibly can, but Aim God gets the Transcendence. Now Houston disengaged, albeit just for a moment. They will return to the fight. Surely, Lynx's low, he's getting pressured out. You see his health bar, they're trying to keep it up, but Jake! I guess he's got sore knees, Matt. You know, he's just doing a bit of exercise there. The Houston Outlaws, it's a 3-1.